Just an all right way. Doing the Australian 30 and 30. Okay, doing the Australian.
Oh, yeah.
No extensions. Good luck, guys. 30 seconds. Seconds.
30
seconds.
Thanks, like commentary for something.
Hi guys, apologies for the lack of commentary in the first couple of frames. Apparently they've been a pretty quick couple. I snuck off to the bar and come back and Gus is about to go 2-0 up. It's a bit of a tester pot. This is a twitchy one. You'd be doing well to pot that. I think they're the kind of pots you're really not looking for in a final of a major. I wonder if he has left Jake enough of the bottom red here to solve the two reds down the bottom here. It looks like he has. Sorry, Reese Godden on commentary again. Also got Mark Robertson hopefully joining me shortly. It's been a great turnout for this Albury Open. Can't remember numbers exactly, but I have in my head around 280 and up there with sort of record times, which is great to see. And these two players, the two finalists. Yeah, he's landed a little wide there, I don't... Usually I would say it doesn't matter, but I'm starting to think maybe it does. He's got to sort of stay underneath these two reds, so if he doesn't land nice on that red to the centre he's just looked at, then he hasn't really got a lot of other options. Unless he really overplays this. Yeah, he's played that nice. That should be good. Good to be that side of it too, because it gives him the opportunity to get up the table and central. What do you want to do?
What, Dan?
So Mark Robertson joining me now. Yeah, great shot from Jake there. Great delivery. How was that match, Robbo?
Exhausted and fearful for the drive home.
Understandable.
That
was a bit of a marathon.
That was a good match. It was high standard. There wasn't a lot done wrong. I thought the safety was very good.
Yeah, there was a couple of them nice little turnaround shots where
Yeah.
it looks like you've got hardly any option, and then the shot you play, gives you great favour in the frame.
Yeah, I'm just going to let Gussie know I'm not abandoning him. Oh, gonna commentate. Still here.
So, from what I hear, only Jake's second touch of the table off the break. This one, if he can make a ball here, has made a ball. He's had
a couple of bad nudges there.
He had the same thing against Alec. He actually got that.
On.
He got practically the same kick to the same pocket against Alec twice.
Well,
I think.
Well, he's got to work on that break then.
Yeah, yeah. Starting to think it's too consistent of a break.
Oh, they've both played well all day. Both deserve to be in the final.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've had to work, which is good. You always like guys in the final who've actually had to work and play some good pool. Gussie, very good chance here to go 2-1 up. He ran the opening rack and then he had a chance in the second.
Yeah. So Jake's dry break in the second. No. Jake broke this one. So Jake must have broke dry in the first, and Gus has cleared, and then Gus almost cleared off his break in the second. Right. From my understanding, he missed a tricky ball to the centre. It was pretty straight, but easy to twitch on.
Do you pot this one over to the left middle and drift down just a little bit, and then play the red near the black spot and just give it a little top spin cannon onto that red that's a little bit. Yeah, this is too far. Has he come too far?
Looks spot on to me. I think he's good. I think he's got a nice angle there.
Yeah,
I think he's nearly still.
Canning into the yellow's the goal, isn't it?
Yeah, yellow's ideal. You have got if you do end up hugging the red, you've got that red to the left centre.
I think
as
you're
an
right.
emergency.
I think you're right with the angle.
I think it's. But I feel like he might be catching too much of the yellow. I think he's done. Yeah, played it well.
He's all over this one. These reds to the middle, like he'll most likely play the one he's. Oh, maybe play the one to the middle now.
Yeah, there's an argument. The one he's playing is a bit cute and running away, so there's not a lot of benefit in playing it first.
Yeah, I think you could go either way. It's maybe how you feel in this little moment.
Yeah. Probably getting in and out off the red that he's just turned down though is what may have convinced me to take it on, because now you have to run past the red.
Yeah, you got
to be able to
go across the face of it.
Yeah. Like straight's okay, but yeah, you'd rather be playing the red, the other red to the bottom that he'd be playing next from the right side of it as we look.
Oh,
that's plenty. Oh, that's plenty. It's good.
Looks like he's going to be topping off the rail, or is that straight?
No, I think that's straight. I think that's dead straight. If you screw that, I think you're running dead straight towards the red, basically.
You can pinch the pocket and screw up the table a bit.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him just screw up, about a foot, and then just play a long stun on a red, black to bottom right. Nothing fancy. Yep, just like that. That's plum.
I would be interested to get your thoughts in the early pieces of this match, because there was a pretty contentious frame.
No.
I'm sure I don't need to describe which frame in your last match. Is it possible to get your thoughts on that?
Yeah, what normally happens, and we've all seen those situations a few times, and when the players are having a kind of legitimate attempt at getting out of it, they tend to sort of get the lines pretty good, but just always pull up short.
Yeah.
Where he was all over the joint, but he was hitting it really hard.
Yeah,
so
to give an opportunity for bad
like
things to happen, not looking like he's over-controlling
it.
I understand. I get that, yeah.
Maybe Gussie's just not the best at getting out of snookers, but I felt some of them should have gone a lot closer than what they were.
Yeah.
And because I was leaving him similar-ish shots, he should have been improving at them.
Yeah.
but he was probably getting worse.
Yeah, I agree. Well, myself and Jay Windross made the comment that they probably they were similar for a little bit, but then they stopped being similar. Where it's like, yeah, I agree with that. You're leaving the same shot, and he should be learning from it. If he's not, if he's not getting closer than his last, then he's not really making an attempt.
They were very hard. They were not. They were not. Oh yeah, just just come off 2 rails and it'll be.
Yeah, and
there was balls in the way.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
those. Most of the time, those lines weren't on, so he did have to manipulate the white a bit. But basically, that imagine sort of like a square foot around that pocket. The white should have gone there more often.
Yeah, it has to be in there.
And it just never was. And it was actually his last attempt that I don't even know what he was trying to do.
I think he was just straight going for the pot because he hasn't gone so far. He wasn't miles off it.
No, there was
the one
no.
Potted, the one that he knocked it in.
His second last attempt when I got Jake to come in.
Yeah, okay.
That was the one where I'm like, look, I don't even know what you're trying to do anymore.
So, in my opinion, that should have been framed. Really,
there was no warning or guidelines or anything like that.
I agree. There should have been warnings earlier.
Yeah,
but that should have been framed.
Well, every shot was a bit different. Like I said, because he was hitting it hard, it was hard to sort of go, look. Normally when you watch those, they're always pulling up a foot short.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, okay, guys, you got the pace of the table.
Yeah.
You got to hit it a bit harder.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that situation. And then, on his second last attempt, it was.
Yeah, it was a bit. He's hit this side rail.
It was a bit wide.
Probably
and I'm like, all right, let's.
300 mil above the.
That was a great shot. And anyway, I thought, all right, I don't. Gus is one of my best mates. And
Exactly.
I don't.
But that's part of the downfall of it, because I feel for this rule set to be a legitimate thing, that has to be called, kind of thing. So I understand why nobody wants to call on anyone because you don't want to be the bad guy, and there's going to be some people who think you're wrong, basically, and you've just taken a frame because you're whatever reason, malicious intent or whatever. But I just feel like it just drags out too long the way it was.
You rotate the rest again because it's all wobbly. It doesn't move it.
The other thing as well, actually, while we're on the topic, I feel you gave him an opportunity twice to come off the bottom rail, off the jaw with side at the black.
Yeah, you guys.
And I feel there was no loss.
Jamo said that to me, and it wasn't on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, it looked so available on the camera.
It may have looked on.
Like it was the start of the jaw plus with side, and it's like even if you're playing it with maximum side and you glance your red, like no damage done.
There was
like you're not going to hit the red and the black playing it with maximum.
I don't know what it looked like on the camera, but at no point, not once, could he just play that with left hand side and actually hit the black. Like it was always going to hit the red unless he like dug into it and did a swerve or something.
Yeah, well, like you're playing it with maximum side anyway, so you hit rail first, then the black.
Yeah, it was.
So there's a chance of turning into the red, but as long as you don't hit the red,
There might have been one of them won very early. That was possible.
It looked to me like you were somewhat trying to leave him tempters, especially towards the end, kind of thing. Something that he can take on, just low percentage. Was that your train of thought?
I had to find the balance between giving him a realistic thing that he could actually do, but also making it still really difficult.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to just leave him a standard 3 rail without any more obstacles. I had to always try and throw a few things in the way.
Yep. Fair enough.
All right, so we've got 2 all here. I think just with those situations, if anyone watching in the future, you get someone in and you basically say, okay, what Jake said, I'll tell you basically what he said. He said, if this is ultimate pool, so basically Gus and I are at the level we could play an ultimate pool, he said, you've really got to get it within this little arc here. Imagine like a basketball size. The white needs to be landing in that area. And if it's not, if that white doesn't even enter this zone, then I'm going to call it. But I do think if someone is trying to get out of those, you need to have someone step in and at least give like a warning. Like, okay, this is your official warning.
Yeah.
You've got to actually, I got to see 100%. Like if your life is on the line, imagine your life is on the line and you got to hit this thing. Let's see how you play it now. Like just give a warning.
Yeah, it was a tricky spot for Gus, realistically. Like that was another part. Another comment that I made. Usually, them balls are over the bag because you've missed them, kind of thing. but the shot he's played was actually a really great attempt at the pot, I believe.
The last one.
He's doubled it in there and just hit in between.
I don't know how it missed.
I think he doubled it in there.
Yeah. I was trying to block the pocket with the red.
Had to avoid it with the white.
Yeah.
And hit just in between the red and the pocket, basically. So anywhere else he hits, and he's won the frame.
Yeah.
But he's unfortunate enough to be in that position. Like, it's not really a miss that you feel should be punished hard. But so it's a bad example.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, that's great from Jake.
That's a great shot. Very good.
Yeah, that's
even
absolutely open.
Even early on that one that Gus. There was that opportunity Gus missed early. They can really come back to get you against Jake. You've really got to take all of them.
Yeah. I think I don't think Jake's been at his best in the streams that I have seen. Being the owner of him in the Calcutta, that hurts somewhat.
You're sweating it.
But
you can relax now.
But he's still like getting the job done. It's them sort of errors where his white ball's probably nowhere near where he was trying to put it, but he just plays that big recovery shot. It makes no difference anyway. It's not really a punished error.
He hasn't played anyone. Alec can punish him, but didn't.
Yeah.
He hasn't played anyone who.
Special mention to Marg Gorski though. She felt like she put it on Jake. Actually, she had sort of gave herself very good opportunities to beat Jake, and ended up not finishing the ones that the opportunities that she had, causing Jake to win that match. But
is he just on the wrong side of this? So then he can't.
I think it's okay. I think even if you are sliding far, you can go around the back of the yellows. Are you going around the back of the yellows anyway, or are you going to the left side of these yellows? I think he's a bit straight. I don't think he's even playing around there anymore. I think he's just going to maybe stun down a ball and take his medicine, take it on. Don't you think?
Sorry, I was reading comments.
Hard to tell here from the what exact angle he has on the pocket, and it's close enough to the pocket that he has plenty of choice in which side of the pocket he plays it to. But it looks to me like he probably takes medicine here, and no, he's winding up.
30 seconds.
Just stun it back and play a half ball black. Easy to say from here, but that's actually not an easy shot.
Yeah, it's the way
it's sort of kind of just the guy, just half ball black. That's actually not super easy.
It's not nice. If your hand's on the table, I think if you stun down a ball, that's okay. That's fine.
Okay.
It's not where he'd place it if he had the choice, but it's not a problem.
And you can even play this deep bottom and screw into the yellow that's travelling towards the top left corner.
I think he hits the rail before the centre.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
You're just much more.
I spend way too much time watching these streams.
Yeah.
I have actually had the thought that when I break, I should just walk around to the CueballTV stream and map them from there.
Ah, right.
Because I do it probably more than I map them in real life.
Yep.
But then the problem comes in when I get on stream and then my head's in the way of the table the whole time I'm mapping. So I've decided against it.
LG, I've had a few people asking me for the stalemate, and I could have done that at any moment, but I felt I was big favourite in that frame.
Yeah.
I thought, look, if you think about it this way, how does Gus win the frame? He gets out of the
That's
snooker
1 in 10
and knocks the black in without failing.
Without touching a red, yeah.
That's the only way he wins. How do I win? Well, maybe I can nudge a red over, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. He's under pressure. When a referee steps in and puts the heat on, that's a good break.
Yeah, he's hit them
the way when we got Jake to come in, he's going to be under the pump.
They've landed nice for him too. I think he's got the yellow to the top left. They're the kind of sets you dream of in this kind of scenario.
Brogan Ran is a funny fella. Neil's 4-0 up. Good job. At least one of us can get the job done. All right, let's call this match.
Yeah, getting into the deep end now at 3-2. Race to 6 now, I believe. Is that correct?
Should be.
It says it down the bottom.
There we are.
Agreed.
All right, so
That hasn't gone nice though.
3-2 down. Gussie's
Maybe
just
like this.
not quite a little bit of polish there. Needs a bit of polish. Jake responding very strong.
Tricky too, because the yellows don't play well from around that top corner, so he really has to get out.
The red near the bottom left, the yellow above that. Does that pot to the bottom left? Use your eagle eye.
No, I don't think so. If it does, it's tight, but I don't think so.
Oh, he's just glanced that red there. Doesn't want that.
Yeah, a little more power there to arc around that red, and he would have been spot on.
Result. Can he pot this yellow near the black spot and just give that yellow...
Just bump it?
Yeah, just bump it. Give it a little tickle.
Fair. I don't know if it will be a result, though, if he ends up forced to play it to the centre anyway, but... Even that shot there, that's not nice. That hasn't got a full pocket past.
Oh, God,
past the red.
Yeah, that's not an easy shot. Man, it looked easy from here.
Yeah, I think they could both be tight. The yellows to the bottom left.
I feel like he's scrambling here.
Yeah, I think he would have liked to be higher and play balls to the centre.
Really needed that to come up a bit more, didn't he? I think that red's blocking both yellows.
Wow.
That red is in God mode. We call it a Jake blocker. Somehow. Does he pot this yellow and hold on the red and play the yellow to left middle?
Yes.
Finally, you approve of a shot I call.
Yes, he does.
normally, so far the shots I'm calling aren't even possible.
No, it looks good for it here. I think that's a full red that he's going into natural.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Full
hang on, that missed.
he's played it thick to get there, but thin realistically, it's a similar line, maybe more of the red, maybe.
I think this is easier than what it looks. I think this is a bit. Oh, do you stun off the bottom rail and play the other yellow to right middle? Or?
I feel these are the shots that are the difference between players of your caliber and and the people below. Like I feel like you can.
I know what you mean.
The cute kind of hold on this, or the read to be able to screw past the black, but not overplay it. Like this is absolutely. Yeah, hasn't gone nice. Check side's pulled him up a little bit there. He's underdone that.
Just these little errors. You just can't do these. Maybe he should have hit it harder, and if it clips the red, it's not. He's a good chance to be on it. And if he hits it harder, he gets.
Did he need to play it check side?
I don't think the check side did anything. By the time he hit the rail, it's probably going to make it slide more, maybe.
Oh, it's a great effort.
Oh, he's killed the red.
Yeah.
And the yellows, it's live. See, there's still a lot of work to be done here on reds. Like Jake's monster favourite, but there is work to be done.
Yeah, I think Gus definitely touches the table at least probably 2 more times.
Does Jake play the very top left red, just a bit of drag? Or is that, if the table rolls a little bit and it double kisses or something?
That's a very scary shot, that one.
That's a scary shot for your Calcutta purchase there.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're like,
I wouldn't like him to play it.
Yeah.
I'd have to watch.
My money says I don't want him to play that shot.
I read the same shot as he played. I don't know if the angle's on past the red to still be able to get to one rail off the left rail. It looks close.
You know what's funny? Let's see how close he gets this time.
I think he hits this one.
I think he's at least going to get that area.
It's just whether it's natural or not.
Does it? Maybe 2 rails and try and hit the yellow half ball.
Yeah, I think
that way. At least if you pot it, you come up with the.
It's very tempting to screw to try and hit the yellow full, but there's nothing wrong with playing it off 2 rails. He's screwed to try and pull it up.
There's still a lot of work to be done, though.
Screwed and straightened with the pace.
A lot of work. I really want to get rid of that that red on the bottom rail. But it's funny, like you could think, I could just the red on the bottom rail, cover the black hole, put the white back in the same spot it just was. But then when you're in a final, you're like, I don't want Gus to come off the rail, smack the yellow in and pot the black, even though it's such a low percentage. Those thoughts do go in your head.
Well, realistically, that's the difference. They're like short enough races in these kind of comps. Like, you've sort of got to read every percentage, I think. I was going to ask your opinion on it because you're a lot more
Well, it's funny. Like,
experienced at succeeding in these.
If it's a big guns tournament and it's 2-all, if I was Jake there, I'd probably just play this red on the bottom rail, cover the black pocket, and put the white on the right-hand side of the table, and say, all right, good luck, off you go.
Yeah.
But in a grand final of these tournaments,
your opponent's done things that they needed to do when they needed to do them to get there.
Exactly.
So
you can't stand the thought of them pulling off a 1 in 10 shot.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, I don't like how many somewhat balls he's using to fix his issues here.
Yeah.
I think he maybe it's one of like I was going to mention it when you were speaking earlier. This is a clearance I find where interesting shot. This is a clearance I find where
that was a bit pooey.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you think he meant it?
Well, if he was trying to pot it, then what's he doing next?
Well, to sort out the bottom ball issue, and then you can play to the same side, to the same sort of safe white.
Yeah, but you can't you're not covering a black pocket, so that you're not getting much insurance. And now the problem is if you do play that shot and Gus hits the yellow, you're actually not on a red. So you're actually like potentially under the pump.
True. Yeah, but I was saying, it's a clearance where you don't... I feel in that situation, I don't really want to map every ball in how I'm going to play it. I just want to find my 2 issues and see I can link them together, basically, and just leave...
I don't like that shot.
Ooh.
I felt Gus should have opened up the yellow, almost just hit it out into the middle of the table and say, good luck, Jake. I know you don't want to leave Jake on, but look, there's 2 dead reds.
Yeah.
And Jake's still awesome, but he's not at 100%. You can tell he's just a little off.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen Gus just open that up, leave the white up on that rail, and... but now there's still no pressure on Jake. Look, he can lob this down, cover the black hole.
Yeah, if anything, now it's an easier snooker.
Cover the black hole. Yep,
Yeah.
so now look, see, now Gus is in all sorts.
So he has majority played the white there, but that also is a big part of this game in the knot. So there's still a couple of trouble reds here. So say Jake does leave that red fat over the pocket, Gus gets an opportunity at a yellow. If he comes off one rail and knocks it in, then he gets to play at the ball over the bag, where the way that has landed, it's not awesome offensively for Jake. I think he would have liked a little bit more separation between the red and the black, but it's probably better than being over the pocket, exactly like this.
Well, now, if I'm Gus here, just get the black into the middle of the table. Don't do something crazy and have the black on the rail or something.
You don't like 3 rails to the centre? Bottom rail, side rail, top rail, big centre?
I would like to see Gus play the black.
Just roll it up. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Bouncing the black off the rail, centering the black in the middle of the table, and you cannon the red on the left-hand side, like try and get that onto the rail. Balls go good down rails here, but if you miss them, you miss them. They're not easy.
Yeah.
They are a problem. Oh no! Don't. Oh my god! Oh my god!
All day.
All right.
We'll get a replay for you guys on that, so you can work out Gus's train of thought.
Other than Reece just vomiting, what on earth happened there? What on earth happened there? Wow. And here was me saying...
I hope he was playing for my shot and he's just hit it thick, or it's straightened off the bottom rail.
Here's me saying bounce the black out to the middle of the table.
3 games all.
And Gussie's gone for something there. I need to see a replay and work out what he could have been going for.
Oh, no, he's played...
What has he gone for?
I don't even know. He's probably
Can we get a slow motion there? I want to see, because he hit the black on that side.
I don't think... Oh, unless he's played... I did look at this shot to over-thin the black, but you're always going to the red.
What's he going for?
No, he's screwed. No, okay.
But what was he... The black was just going to bounce up and down the table.
My thought was that you could play a turnover by pushing the red in off the black, but he hasn't gone anywhere near that. I don't think that's his choice either. I don't know.
I'm going to have
He's thinking on a different
6
level.
power naps to drive home.
I think what he was thinking was I've had 30 seconds called already.
Well, because he extracted both of Jake's bad reds.
Yeah.
Which was like the only thing he didn't want to do.
Okay.
It was really that you were like pocket doing that, weren't you? All right, well. fair to say that's a pretty big moment in this match.
Yeah.
That doesn't go in. You're really looking at 4-2.
Yeah, the 4-2. The 4-2 or 3-all difference is enormous in a race to 6.
Now this is. All right. What do we got here? Oh, you know what? He's just pointed to that red that's blocked the yellow to the left middle. That's what he's pointed at. I've just seen that as he's pointed.
Yeah.
That's how you map this out.
Caused him issues.
You would get the white to the right hand side, play the 2 yellows to the left corner, and then the yellow to the left middle. But that's blocked now.
Yeah.
These don't link.
Nah, they're not nice. It's one of them clearance. Them 3 yellows together. I like to always move the middle one first because it just creates so much more room to play for.
I think he's got to pot this yellow and screw into the yellow near the black. Those are too thin.
I think no. This shot, run just beyond it to the centre, and bump the yellow out. So now you can pot the middle yellow to the centre, and just bump that yellow out so you can play it to the bottom left. If you want to.
I see. This is good. Yep,
it's a great shot. And good read. He's played it perfectly.
That kind of shot's underestimated. Like, imagine if that stops an inch shorter or an inch further. All of a sudden, it's kind
the shot's not even available, and it's like, you're a little bit thinner, and that shot to the centre is,
these are the little things.
So hard where he is.
These are the little things that a lot of people don't see about how good Jake is with stuff like that. If that white went another roll further or stopped a roll shorter, this probably wasn't really on, or it was a lot harder.
Plus, he was close to the yellow that he potted to get there as well, which for me, that just changes the cueing so much. It's just like, don't push, you just got to hit it, like you just got to tap it kind of thing, which just takes so much of the touch out of the shot, I find. So it actually is enormous. I agree.
So he's probably going to play this with top spin with a little bit of left.
Yeah.
And just give it a little kick off the rail like that. See a little kick off the rail.
Looks soft to me. It's not bad, but it's...
Geez, everything looks easier from here. Yeah. Like you just pot that and stun back out, and but it's not.
So this
not that easy.
This to me is almost 50-50. I think neither shot is wrong. I think you can play that soft screw and then run around the angles for the black, or you can take your other one, try and get out and leave yourself a nice straight yellow. So you just got to stun it in. But
looks like he might come off the side rail and bounce back out.
Yeah. But if you fall short on that as well, the black does go to this pocket. It's an option, so it does up the percentages for the other way. But this could be nice. How's his angle?
Oh, that's
straight.
Good.
Nothing wrong with that.
He's hit that good.
Play that to the right side of the pocket, and he'll have plenty of this black. He'll be not far off straight on it, I believe.
There we go. Very nicely done.
Isn't it an easy game?
Done. It's easy when you keep landing straight on everything.
When you land on a dime, it's a... It's always a great weekend here at the Albury Open, venue-wise, I find.
Yeah, we've got a good crowd here. It's a good crowd, and there's people on the other side too, and surrounding the tables like that. The people you see there, and most are there, but it curls the other way around as well. Everyone enjoying this final so far. Good final.
That is what you love to see.
Cheers, Mick.
As well as the 369 viewers we have on stream, but
they didn't come out, did they?
It's nice to see you in the venue. Yeah, that's
not a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Wow.
Was it a? Did he get free across? Can we zip back and have a quick little zip back there, Dan? See if
I would say he did.
I'd say he did, but I wasn't actually paying enough attention. I think this is good to Oh yeah, Gus's face there. My God.
I think one's come all the way around.
Yeah,
that red came up and down.
Yeah. Yep.
Very good against me.
Racked well, you mean? I don't think he hit them too bad.
There was actually a funny point in my match. I've had a little bit of a bad run with people beating me and me making no mistakes or not getting a shot and all that. And Gus was doing it. I'm like, this again. And then I made a mistake. Probably was maybe a half mistake.
Yeah.
And I was like, good. And you know what? I actually felt
Now
more
you're
comfortable.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if I lose now, it's because of that little
Yeah.
error that I made. And all of a sudden, I actually felt better.
Yeah, okay.
It's a really weird one. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, now if I lose, it's because of that.
Yeah,
and
I do
that's
strange
okay.
things like
Now-
that, so I
now-
understand that one.
Now it's okay. And I in the end, I ended up making it was a high standard match, and
Yeah.
I made I made enough mistakes to lose, so I'm perfectly fine with that.
This is another good topic here. Gus turning down, like, obviously this clearance is, an exceptionally bad one because of the no spread break. But turning down your clearances on your first visits.
You mean this one?
or first visits or second visits, yeah. Do you
Well-
find you do that a lot in this rule set? When the clearance is just that little, you look at them and you're just like, if I play for my 4 balls that I know I can I can sort out, all of a sudden the opposing set just looks really nice.
Yes, exactly.
Like-
Look, here's the way I can sort of. Here we go. What are we doing here, Dan?
Getting busy.
We've got a good view. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that stream.
Well, yeah.
Boom. There we are. Look. So in a situation.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So in a situation like this, if I'm playing one of these guys, it's 50-50, okay? If I'm playing a lower level player, I know that if I just tap balls around, they're going to start potting their balls, which is the last thing you want to do.
Yeah.
So I will refuse these clearances all the time.
I love when they pot their balls most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
'Cause it's like, yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Sorry, I thought you
If
said
I
that
just
way.
keep chipping my balls around, they will eventually pot one, try and extract one, pot one.
Yeah,
And
do
before
all-
you know it, they've
do all the
got
work.
3 left, and now I've got 7, and that's it. That's how it often
You've got full
goes.
control, yeah.
You just... The thing with these...
Oh, he's tried for the snooker shot. He has
Yeah.
absolutely fresh air.
Now,
That.
sometimes these are a blessing in disguise, because now, all of a sudden, if you Jake,
Yeah,
you feel
now you're like
committed.
Yeah. You've
It's-
got to
it's still
find
open.
it, and you've
yeah,
got to move.
yeah. You're all of a sudden going, ooh, hang on, I can pot out from here now. And sometimes this is actually a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it now, and Jake's arguably the best player I've ever seen, behind Mick Hill. And if I'm in Gus's corner right now, I'm saying, look, Gus, I think this is a good thing.
These reds come out nice. He's found it.
Yeah, but I still think this is a good thing. I think Gus needs a steadier frame, so if Jake goes for this and doesn't get it, all Gus's yellows are sitting nice.
If he gets a full
calling it
contact
now.
on this,
I
I think
think-
he'll be very unlucky not to
I'm
land
calling
on
it
one
now.
like that.
I'm still calling it now. I think Gus fouling there was a good thing for
It's a good
Gus.
thing. Yep. Okay.
I'm calling it early.
Almost intentional.
Almost intentional. So I'm calling it there, because now if he doesn't make this out,
Wait, if
yellows.
he did that intentionally, that's loss of frame.
Wow.
We should tell them.
Yeah, we should tell someone.
No.
If he doesn't make this out now, yellows are instant favourites, almost regardless of where the reds and everything land. I think this is what Gus wants. I think Gus has lost a
What
little
you're
bit
saying
of touch.
could no, okay. Jake pulls up
he's
here.
too smart,
Yeah,
man. He's
he
too
doesn't fall for
smart.
those traps.
Yep, see, he's too cluey.
He's played this game before.
The 381 people watching, if they're all pool players, 379 of them would have gone for the out there.
I agree.
And none of you are as good as Jake. So, even you, Mick. So, look what Jake has done there. Go, okay, just because I have balls on it doesn't mean I have to pot them. So, that's a very good shot there by Jake. Turns out Gus fouling was a really bad thing. The betting, hang on, I'll let you know after this shot.
That is absolutely the story of pool, I think, in my mind.
Oh my-
Oh, wow, he's done it again.
Well, that's terrible.
In recent times, at somewhat majority of levels of pool, there's so many examples where there's 2 options of shots to play. And no matter which one you play, if you get it right, you're a genius.
Yeah.
And if you get it wrong,
Yep.
you chose the wrong shot.
Yeah.
Not you didn't execute, you chose the wrong shot.
After
Like-
Nick, look, after seeing Gus trying to get out of 2 more snookers here, he went straight in off one rail, and that one he had 7 yellows very nicely placed to hit, and somehow he still didn't hit one.
Now,
So
yeah, I
maybe
agree. You never
maybe in
should've
my
taken
frame
that
with him, maybe my frame with him, maybe he's just that bad at getting out of snookers.
Yeah.
I did. On your previous comment.
That's awesome.
Oh, has he gone too far?
Yeah, that's not nice.
Oh no, that's all right.
It's
That's
like
okay.
he gets away with it, but it's not nice. So now it's probably bottom ball
thought
to
I was
the
gonna
right
keep
centre,
running.
and then ball to the left centre. Last red to the left centre.
I do have one, and it's a hindsight thing about what you said about the right shot or the wrong shot. My last shot against Gus, I played the more defensive shot, and there was an option I could have played to pop my last yellow and do something more aggressive.
Yeah.
I could have, but it was still very hard. But now I've got to drive home thinking, what if I
What
did
if
take
you
that
did?
aggressive
Yeah.
option, and at least, you know, the ball's in my side of the court, and am I good enough, rather than playing a defensive shot. But if he, you know, I didn't see the big pocket. You know how he played the black?
the big pocket
I
to
didn't
the
see
black.
that. So if I saw that, perhaps I play something aggressive.
Yeah, yeah.
But because it didn't work, now I can't die wondering. You know, it's a little bit irritating.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, Dan? Yes, Brogan ran just corrected me. So I do die wondering now. At the end of the day,
Update, Jake 5, Gus 3.
at the end of the day, I think
Well, you did have an opportunity at that bad yellow in the end, didn't you?
the bad yellow.
I think your yellow on the left rail. I think you took it on to the top corner.
Oh, it's the priority was to get the snooker off the table,
oh,
and
true,
if I make the pot,
yeah.
that's a bonus.
No, I do agree. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was. I was not expecting to pot that
but
yellow,
it's very,
I was happy
yeah.
with the snooker.
Yeah, very tempting
But
to play the skinny side of it.
I thought he'd have to play hard and swing around the angles, which meant that it would have been much harder for him to make the red over the hole was a lot harder to pot with pace.
Yeah, my read was the same. It was like a thin red, so the white's running. So
There's a few things I could have done.
so you try to play off two rails, but yeah.
Gus did spend all his concentration on me. He played very good against me. Didn't really do much wrong.
5-0 up.
The
That's awesome to see Neil back in form.
yeah,
He's
it's a good thing
doing good things.
the better Robertson is winning, at least getting the job done.
His
I'm
comeback
just-
against
I'm just,
Sean Murphy.
I'm just a hack.
He's done that in a couple of matches too, I think, hasn't he? Opponent's gotten to the hill probably 2 frames before him, and he has one.
Brogan Ran has a confused look on his face, and he's been muzzled. This is his hell. All right, what do we got here?
Not the sort of spread you really dream of.
Oh, but you know, it's still a chance to. The tournament now is on you.
Yeah.
So no matter what happens
Yeah,
for the rest of
true.
this match in the tournament,
Yeah.
if you decide to attack here, you've decided to attack, and I don't think that's the worst thing miss in the world.
Yeah.
But
I do agree.
but now at least Gus has a chance to keep himself in the tournament.
Yeah.
So that was Jake's one go, at least on his bat or cue, to end the tournament there, and he mucked it.
Yeah.
That was his go. Now this is Gus's go to stay in the tournament.
I find sometimes I do a thing that I hate, and I try and map the clearance and whatever, and it looks like a really hard clearance, like I was saying, and then all of a sudden, you know, my opponent's balls will be really good. So I slap my first ball and miss it.
This looks good. I would
Yeah,
really like to see
it's
Gus play a containing safety here, as in just like do something really good that's safe,
Yeah.
and put Jake under pressure.
Yeah,
Look how
really
bad
push
his
him.
yellows are.
Yeah. Like I play the left red.
All you got to do
the
is
centre,
something with
just bounce
this,
that out a bit nice.
this red next to the black.
Tuck the white.
Do
but
something
tuck
with
the white
that
up against your bottom
very,
red.
very quick. Oh, I think I see it. Pot the red in the bottom left, and then yeah, you would, Stacey. Pot. Oh, I can't. I need a laser, a little drawer thing.
It was 50-50, but
Why has that not gone in? I would have liked to have seen what his plan was there. I like basically either potting that or doing the previous shot, potting the red in the left corner, not the one that's blocking the yellow, and then you just play the red that's near the black. You just play that straight into the yellow.
into the yellow and try and get the yellow up the
And-
table, leave the white.
and
bottom rows,
snooker
yeah.
on the black.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I really liked.
yeah, true.
Yeah, get bottom red out now. I think he would have done that in 2 more shots time. I don't mind the way he went about it. But now you see Jake just chip his way back in the frame.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden, that's one problem solved. You know, he's still got a couple other problems, but he's good at solving them.
So what are you thinking here from, if you Gus? It feels like he's really baited you into a do it or die. I hate these shots.
Oh, hang on, that red needs to be replaced.
Skinny and stretching.
Yeah, that's played well.
Yeah, he has done well. Yeah. Yeah, I think the yellow does pass now. It might not be a full pocket, but he's definitely.
He's played the right shot there.
Yellow. Does Jake have the yellow to the centre right now, though?
Yes.
It's still to a nothing clearance, isn't it, though? But
Reds are still big favourites, but
yeah.
Oh, that nap's going to kick it.
But would you rather be Reds here with a 5-3 deficit?
Well, I'd rather be 5-3, regardless of how the balls are placed. Jake's still got a lot of work to do here, but he's working his way in.
And it's a really annoying one as well, where the right yellow is your problem, the bottom balls is everyone's problem. So he's got a good opportunity here, I think, to fix the bottom problem, but that's Gus's problem as well. So that's why he's taken on his problem and leaving Gus to work.
He's going to free that up. So he's played that under the assumption that he's going to miss that ball, but of course he's trying to pot it.
Yeah.
So the result here, imagine that yellow is kind of over the hole. So he's freed up that bad ball, and he's freed up both these balls. So all 3 problem balls he's freed up in one shot.
It does open up a lot of opportunities to fix his bottom problem as well.
I think Reds are still favourite, but it's getting closer to 50-50 as this frame is going on. The Reds are certainly still favourite. I feel like Reds have options.
30 seconds.
Big turnout this year at Albury. Big numbers viewing. Big Calcutta. Everything's on the improve.
Yeah, I sort of looked at that shot. I didn't really believe in it, but it was the best I could find.
I couldn't really see anything great for him there, because the thing is that the 2 yellows near the black spot are very well placed.
I'm also not sure why you overplayed it to get the yellow and the white back down the table.
Is that red near the black? I believe is that a big pocket because of where that red is, or is that red blocking it? Like, Gus's red over the hole, is that making it better or worse?
I would say
Brogan Rand's gone to have a look.
I would say better, yeah.
Brogan Rand says that it is better.
Yeah, I think there's a thin red available, but if you hit the red, like it's never going thick off the red. Oh, that's not bad.
That's real bad.
You think so? Oh no,
that's
yeah, the gap's not there.
He instantly can't pot out anymore, which was his biggest.
Yeah, but
snooker. Everyone around me's pointing at stuff.
He's opened the yellow.
Yeah, but what does it do? And then what? and then what? Just concede, Gus. No. Look, you probably lay the snooker, but to what?
Yeah, just because.
To what end?
Option,
to
really.
what?
Or
I do not like him. Going for this out.
You can just look at how you want this pocket covered with your red here.
That's the shot.
And play. But is he on the yellow along the bottom rail? There's no gap under that black. Considering the red looks as high the red looks lower than the black, and it has the yellow between it.
And we've got Sean Dempsey's doing the running to see. Good thing he's 6'9".
I think he's left him on.
He's given us the face cringe, so that means it's probably nasty pasty. So here's the thing.
Yeah, rail first is available, but
even if he fouls,
but the white balls,
it's not that bad.
to get the white out here and play that ball rail first is actually enormous.
Pilot.
It's easy, Sean.
Sorry, that's why I'm out.
That's it. Still very difficult.
Yeah, not nice.
It's a really interesting frame, this one.
It's a bit of an annoying one where you'd like a ball close to that set there with the black and the red to do a bit of work on it, but you're nearly forced to take it first.
I played Gussie was a tactical genius, and I think there's a few questionable shots here in this match. I think maybe being a bit of scoreboard pressure, fizzling his brain a little bit. This is very difficult.
You know as well as anyone, it's a long day as well. It
is a long
You
day.
can easily just get to that spent stage
Jake has a special power about him as well that I do not have. Jake is the brain fizzler.
See, what he's trying to do there, he's trying to get straight enough that he can run into the gap between the red and the black, I think. That he can just run the white through into it.
Tops through or play it hard and then white into the side rail.
The cut on the black arguably isn't that bad.
I think that's really good. Is that really good?
I think that's really good, yeah. I think that is exactly the angle to go
like it's
into
good.
the red/red-black gap.
I feel like there's more angle than that.
You think? Well,
Hard to tell.
there could be.
The white's going down that way
I'm
somewhere.
50-50 on it now that you do mention it. They might be going a little wider. And one of them shots where, if you soft roll into
maybe
it,
half ball on the right hand
if you
side.
soft roll into it, you get a fuller contact. Where
Half
so he
ball on
soft
the right
rolled
hand
into
side.
it, yeah.
Called it.
It hasn't gone awesome. If you overplay that shot a little bit, it's easy for the white to throw wide and go the wrong side.
Sean, do the running.
We're rolling into it as he goes. He's arguably still on the heavier side.
Is he cutting it, or is he playing the double and screw the white back to where it is now or something? It goes, or Sean has said it goes, but this is ultra thin.
Do you hope he puts the black over the pocket and we get a repeat of the
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Oh my god!
Gus, go and buy a lotto ticket. Go and buy a lotto ticket, Gussie. Hey, you won like 12 grand there for like half a second.
Half a second there. It's due to Tem and Dickie pulling out. It is now 10.5.
Ooh, yeah. Look, I think that's a good rule. I think that's a good rule for I love common sense stuff. It's if the seeds get scratched or they can't play or don't play or whatever, then you get a refund on your Calcutta money. Because
otherwise it does make it very hard to bid on anyone because you don't know.
You get real scared who's going to turn up or not turn up.
Be there, yeah.
Oh, look at this. Even to go off at that pace.
Yeah, maybe that's the way he's done it. Maybe he's just gone.
You were never actually.
True.
You were never in the money there.
No. The white beat the black to the pocket.
The white did beat the black. If anyone's wondering why didn't he do something to avoid that, he couldn't have.
So the only option really to change that angle is the soft screw. And if you're soft screwing, the black probably doesn't make the distance to the pocket on that thinner cut. It's borderline not there.
You're just missing the pot.
I agree with Jake's shot. Where you're borderline,
you could play a double, but
your percentages are probably better just to play, even overplay from where he played. So if you do hit the centre, it spits, basically.
You got to think
but then you come off another two rails and go in off, and everyone goes, like you shouldn't have overplayed it.
That was certainly the right shot. Certainly the right shot.
Yeah.
But Geelong was a very successful weekend in every way. This has been a very successful weekend. There's been
What is the first prize?
Maybe.
Tell them it's like 10 grand.
Justin, maybe. I got $850 for semis, which I thought was all right. So it's probably normally at least double that for runner-up, and then at least double that for first. Probably 3.5.
$18,000 prize money total. Albury is a very good one where the commercial club itself is awesome for chipping in on these comps. So they do have more money available to them. than their majority of comps. So that's how they've reached the 18,000 mark. But they also, another thing about this comp, it's a great comp for your sort of medium runners, because I'm pretty sure they pay down to the 32,
And you look at
which is more than some others, more than some other majors. Yeah.
look at the quarterfinals. Look at the quarterfinals as well. I think there was 3 guys in there who were in the group stage of the Calcutta. So that's very good, and it's very encouraging for a lot of people to see those guys play, and they're like, "Oh, I can maybe go toe to toe with those guys.
Yeah, true.
I might give it a crack next year."
Yeah.
You know. So if Gus wins this final, that'll be one for the ages, because not to be too harsh on the big man, but he's made some errors and gotten away with some pretty brutal stuff.
Yeah, you have to say the rub of the green
Yeah.
is probably towards Gus's favour, with going into the black and missing and knocking it into the pocket when he fouled, kind of thing. That could have been a loss.
Gus 4.
Jake's little in off there.
With Gus's breaks in our match, he either hit it really good, or the white was really flying off to the left-hand centre pocket a couple of times.
Yeah.
So white to the left-hand centre pocket. Oh no, that's a beautiful
really
break.
good. He's parked that.
A white to
so
left-hand
well.
centre pocket? Oh, I called it. That would have been the greatest call of all time.
Wow.
Well, it's all on you, Gus, if you want to stay in the tournament or not.
Robbo asks, and the pool gods answer and try to knock that ball at the left
They
side.
did their best, didn't they? That was a beautiful textbook break there by Gussie.
One problem ball. Yeah, he has hit it well enough that he does deserve this reasonable set, I'd say. I think the yellows. It's just a solve for that bottom, for that ball tucked in between the red and the black.
You're using the right hand of the bottom 2 yellows on the left-hand side. You're using the right-hand one to open up the pack. You really want to be playing it while that ball's over the hole. That was so important. Oh God, that was vital that he got that white to the rail. Yeah, see now he's going to have to pot multiple more balls. If that white was on the side rail, then he pots this yellow down the bottom left-hand corner, the one that's on the right, and you're cannoning into the black. And you've got then a ball to land on down the bottom left and one up the top left.
Yeah, you're extremely unfortunate if you can't land on either of those.
Now he's going to have to pot 3 balls to cannon into the black.
He maybe can cannon it off the ball to the centre. He probably has just looked at that. I watched him looking at something but didn't pay a lot of attention. No, he's too far.
You do not want to go into them from this angle. You're pushing it to the side rail and everything. It's awful.
Yep.
Oh God.
So now he's gonna play the same shot.
You have to commit now.
As Robbo mentioned.
Because tactically he's got 4, Jake's got 7. It doesn't matter how bad they are. If you can't pot out in these rules, more balls always gets less balls.
You should get punished. Yeah.
You just got to go, and I would like to see him go into pot this yellow and then pot the next one, go into the black with pace.
Yeah.
I want good movement. So I think he needs pace. Can he go through the gap and land on the landing up to the bottom?
I don't like it. No, I was trying to make a case for it, but I don't think it's nice. Like off the bottom rail, I think it's tight, and you're just running too close to the yellow, and even if you do pick the gap.
Kind of stays dead, really.
Yeah,
sort
plus
of
you
anyway,
leave the black problem unless you run that.
I think you just got to go, and you've got to play this with pace.
Yeah.
But if he hits it too hard, the white's going to throw wide. He's almost got to pot it thin with pace.
So yeah, as you said, when you're playing this shot, this is the luck. This is a bit of it's a luck shot. But when
he's actually gotten away with that.
Yeah.
That was never a chance. He's played it almost stunned.
Yeah, it did look strange. Definitely didn't look like he played a high ball where
He makes me scratch my head sometimes. Because sometimes I watch him play and I think, God, he's just one of the best players I've ever seen. And then he does some weird things, man.
Yeah.
He may have. I think he had to pot that thin. It's not nice,
but I think he has angled to get underneath it now.
I think he does.
I think now it's better. You can stun straight over there. Oh, it's a great attempt.
Oh, I think he's
Off the red.
off the red.
Off the red. Might be pointing straight at that left centre.
I think it's going to make it square up too much and like miss the middle to the inside.
I don't think so. I think, especially if you play it with screw, I think it
yeah,
goes
yeah.
wider. So you can screw back and play the black in the same bag. Actually,
Has he
off
got
a
away with
full
this?
yellow.
Is this just Gus's tournament? Like one miracle
It's
after
got
another.
everything about it.
The miracle. If this plant goes,
It makes you wonder.
I
if-
think this goes. I think you're right.
I think that flies off it all
Oh
day.
my God.
All day. Oh, wow.
Jake is, he's not moving, but, oh, there we go. That's about as angry as you're ever going to see Jake, by the way. He moved.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, Jake is,
That head shake, there was maybe a second in between the left and the right. That was it.
This is unbelievable what we're seeing.
I probably
here.
don't deserve this.
This is unreal. Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow.
Deciding frame, Albury Open 2025.
This is a bizarre final.
Isn't it? I believe, yeah.
Well said, Donny.
Yeah.
Well said, Donny. 5-all, this is it.
I think.
Didn't want to G that up a bit more after the shots we've just seen and say, you know, how many viewers we've got and this is the big turnout and huge Calcutta and maybe mention how there's thousands of dollars on the line for the... I don't know. I'll do it.
Don't make your nerves in there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll do this way. This is a major tournament. This is a major tournament. So it's a notch on the belt. They're playing for probably a couple of grand for first and second difference. Thousands of dollars worth of Calcutta money on the line, and Jake's been pretty solid this final. We'll just call it solid, and Gus has been interesting.
I feel no matter what happens here.
Oh my God! Look at these. Look how
no.
they've landed.
I was going to say, I can't say.
Oh my God, Gussie. Gus, if you don't win this final, you are never going to be more blessed or gifted a major tournament than this ever again.
I was just
you
about
must
to
convert
say,
on this, my friend.
no matter what happens in this frame, I think Jake's done his part, and I will not be disappointed.
Well, you're about $6,000
in
less
him
off,
about
so
the,
maybe
about the
slightly
$6,000 I'm maybe about to lose if Gus runs these balls.
You almost want to send that bill to Gus. You almost want to send Gus a bill for $6 grand.
I think I'd send it to the pool gods.
Oh God, I thought you missed that for a second. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, that's gone nice, actually.
So he's got no bad balls, and he's got 1,000 options.
And his worst ball is probably the left
God.
yellow, and it's probably his last ball in the clearance.
It can absolutely
It's
be
a
your
tap
last
in
ball.
for the black.
I feel like his bad ball is almost the yellow,
The high one.
the high
I think.
one.
Yeah.
And if that's your bad ball,
Yeah.
but
agree.
I will say, like, I don't mind this. I don't mind this. This is the right shot.
Unless
That's
and
the
there's-
right shot.
And there's
I-
no way that I believe. No, I don't
I
believe.
like
this.
actually that he just got on with it. It's like he looked at it and he thought, yeah, I've got to just eliminate this ball, and this is his other bad ball. I can eliminate these now, and he just got on with it. Jake has only made one. He's made a lot more than one mistake, but depends what you want to class as a mistake. But he's certainly made more than one
He's
mistake.
definitely been punished harder than he probably deserves.
Jake
for them.
has 100% been the better player. I will put it that
Yeah.
way. But this is it. This is just about holding your nerve. This will be a win for the ages. This will be talked about for years to come. The great Gus win of Albury 2025. The highlight reel shots.
Oh, wow.
Where do you begin? This is one of legend.
So
I reckon he's all right. I'm back. This is it. This is the black ball here.
in his
That was the black. I mean, how can this go wrong?
So hopefully you know the answers to these questions, but Gus's accreditations, what's he major wise? What's he?
He's won Geelong and Anzac. He was a better player probably about 10 years ago. That's not saying he's a bad player now, but he was very polished 10 years ago, and he's just lacked a bit of X factor finishing touches to his game.
Yeah.
But He's certainly making up for it now. Oh God!
That's not enough.
What's he done? What's he done?
That's not enough.
Why would you do that? Why would you choose the only option that allows this to go wrong? I would rather him just play for the plant instead of that. Because if you overhit that by a couple of inches, all of a sudden it's...
Yeah, then it's tricky as well. That was a tiny spot he had to, did have to land there.
I tell you what, if he doesn't win this from here, he's... No one talked to him for a week. Oh, man. Yeah, we don't really count runners-up as... Okay, here we go. Oh, my God.
The second yellow... Oh, wow. Now, the second yellow, I feel, wasn't going well there anyway. I feel even if he makes that, he's got... Oh, he might have had an opportunity, but it wouldn't have been nice.
You are never going to get a chance like that again. The Able gods summoned their collective powers and channeled all their might to combat Jake's power. And it was written that Gus was meant to win this final through every level of craziness you could imagine.
Wow. No.
This is
I feel he would have liked a bump on that just to clear it open, because now if he plays the ball to the left, playing the ball to the right and getting out or linking things is not nice.
Well, Gus has had the run of the balls. He's had the luck. He's had the craziness on his side, and he had the chance to win. Probably one of the best chances you're ever going to see to actually close out a tournament. And he knows all this too. This is gonna. I'm very good friends with Gus.
Do you think that's made it harder though? A little bit.
What's that?
Do you think that's potentially?
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I almost jumped out of my chair. Look at this. What a great miss. See, even when he misses...
I think he deserved that.
Even when he misses, he's great.
I think he was due.
This has actually landed great for him.
Yeah, that's gone well.
Let's see Gus get out of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Gus
has just given Jake the I'm sorry in advance there.
Gus has called the apology.
He knows this is going to go well.
So he's coming off one rail. He's probably going to play it with a bit of bottom to arc the white a little bit.
No doubt in his mind. This is a real part of this rule set too, where sometimes you leave your opponent a shot that's a legitimate shot. Yeah, it's a 1-in-100.
Here we go.
Oh, the ball's nearly gone.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, I tell you what, he gave him a good go. Oh, man.
A replay on that wouldn't hurt.
Oh, God. Everything happened then. The whole room erupted.
Wow.
So
oh my God!
If Jake can just pot these two balls down the bottom and get one good white ball up the top, which is actually not that easy.
It's not nice now. The left ball, you'd love to play it first, but it's...
See, this is a shot. This is a shot to nothing.
Yeah.
This is Gus's best chance.
Yeah, this is... Oh, I thought Jake might have snuck too close to the red.
If Jake just gets a good white...
is that quite thin? He's skinny on it. I think it's a little hard to control, but soft screw, I think you can still come between the reds, so there's no way you're not...
You don't want to just lose the white a little bit and snook yourself behind that yellow. Dan, can we change the camera angle here?
Yeah. Isn't that all the more reason to play soft?
This angle, it looks not... This angle, it doesn't look that thin.
I think it's not... Oh, yeah, well,
easy to overhit this, though. He's hit it not great.
The trick to this is getting...
Not great. That was actually not an easy positional shot.
Nah. The trick to this clearance, I feel, is getting straightish on the ball to the left centre.
And
he hasn't quite
play the red
done
to the right corner.
You've got to be tempted to play the red to the left centre and just bump into the other red.
Yeah, you play the red to the right corner, hold on the red next to it, play the red to the left middle, and sort of hold on the yellow just above in the middle, and then this is not a hard finish, but why is he winding up?
Yeah, he's trying to get away from the red.
What's he doing?
Smart things. That's nice. I like that. So now he's got the red to the right, then the ball in the centre.
Look at Jake, always getting more insurance.
And plus insurance.
Killing a yellow. He loves his insurance policies. Yep. But, yeah, I can't really see much going from here.
Yeah. Unless, well...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'd like to
That's
see
what I
the
thought he was
angle
gonna
on
do.
this.
But he didn't like it for
If
some
he's got
reason.
too much
Maybe
angle
it
on
was
this, you
thinner.
might run too far on the next.
Maybe it was thinner than what we thought.
But there's
Is that a little too far?
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
Oh,
It
it's
was
a bit
just
too
running a
far.
little far on the first, which means you're running too far on the second. And
Red
it
to
just-
right middle. So pop this and red to right middle. Or do you stun into
Oh,
it? Stun
I don't
into the
hate
red?
it, but you'd like to get down for the black as well.
It's hard to tell. Like,
Yeah. It looks just.
I don't like
into
that
it, but it
option.
can go horrible.
I don't like that option because you've got the yellow in the way of the black,
Yeah.
and the white might be forced to be on a line.
I like
I'd rather
it. I
actually
like your
stun into
first.
the red.
I like your first. Go
I
to
don't
the
like
center,
this.
Go
Don't
ball
like
to
this
center.
shot. Don't like this shot.
Yeah. Well, this at least. You get a black ball to the centre, kind of thing, is the benefit, I think, of that shot. It makes this a little trickier. I wouldn't think it's a thing for Jake. Like, someone that's their first time winning a major, I think you'd love to have that black to the centre rather than playing it to the corner.
Yes.
It's probably not as much of a thing for Jake, but he
he's just
probably hasn't
gotta-
felt his best here. May
You
have
don't
been
want
why
to
he's
dig in
gone
this
that
too
way.
much and clip the yellow in the middle. Yeah, he's playing that well. That was a harder shot than what it looked.
Yeah.
Is this an in off to the corner? Have you got anything? This is a funky camera angle, Dan. There we go. That's better.
I don't know, the way things are going, I think it rolls off a foot
kick.
to get to
Must
the
get a
centre.
kick or something.
There's got to be.
Here we
And
go.
there it is. Jake
Well,
McCartney, you legend. There is only one, and we've got something they don't got.
I'll give you a little high five there. Well done on your Calcutta win. Good stuff for backing the great man.
Dino set off the fire alarm in celebration.
Door alarm. This is actually,
Wow.
if we could,
Not sure how well you can hear us here, but
man, if anyone can hear us, this is
how's that for a celebration anyway?
well, if anyone can hear me, this is probably what Gus's insides sound like right now. So that's that. Thank you for watching, everyone. Someone's set off the door alarm. 500 views. Good stuff, Dan. Good stuff, everyone. Cheers, Albury. And safe drive home for everyone. Cheers, Blake.
Bobby Joe has just passed me my envelope, and I appreciate that very much from everyone involved, the people who ran the Calcutta, the people who organised the tournament, and McCartney himself for putting together the goods. Thanks, Robbo, for the commentating together. And we'll see you at the next one.
All right, guys, we'll do a presentation while there's a few of us still here. Thanks for everyone that stayed around to watch a high-quality final in the semis. Congratulations to all the winners this weekend and all the participants. Thanks again. Is Gusty Giorgio still in the room? All right. Commiserations, final frame. Well done. You've rolled a few handy players on the way through. I think you won one of these big ones before, haven't you? Anzac in Geelong, okay. I better get the right one, because you're not going to want $400 or $200. But well done anyway. Yeah, good match. So runners up, well done. So, one or two words.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Port Victoria for running this event. It's always a great event. Well done, guys. Thanks everyone for sticking around to watch. It was actually a decent crowd, so it makes it even more enjoyable. Jake, yeah, I mean that. I know I had my chance there to win, but it would have been a steal if I would have won that. Yeah, I had a bit of a run there. So yeah, the better player won, and it was just an honour to play Jake, who will be arguably one of our greatest players of all time. So yeah, congratulations, well done. That is about it. No worries, thanks guys.
Thanks, Gus. I think would it be third, fourth, or fifth? Third or fourth Albury Open to go with his other. He's won a couple of events, so if Jake McCartney comes forward.
Yeah, Gussie, look, mate, that final had a bit of everything. Where's Gussie? Where are you behind me? Mate, look, mate, well done, obviously making the final. I did speak with you a few months ago, and basically you said you're playing all the time, but more importantly, you're happy off the table, and things have changed up, and you're back enjoying the game, and you're too good a player not to be, playing all the time. So, making a final of these events, it isn't easy, and keep doing the right things, mate, and you're going to keep making, you're going to keep winning them, and well done for making the final, and keep up the good work, you're brilliant. Basically, for me personally, anybody that knows me, I love competing, I love the game. We're all going to lose a lot more tournaments than what we're going to win, so regardless of the result, I just make sure, come away, have fun, do whatever we're going to do, to help this game moving forward. I really enjoy the weekends, and I know every event so far this year, they've had record numbers, so, speaking volumes just for the game and the industry, it's booming. Winning's good, but, it means more to me to know that we're getting record numbers of these events. They're only getting bigger, they're only getting better. So, everyone who, pays the money, whether you're travelling interstate or local, thank you. Without everybody, these comps don't exist. So, thank you to the commercial club, to Donnie, his team, Bobby, Paul Vic, everyone. There's a lot of hard work that goes in behind the scenes to make these things run so smoothly. Thanks to all those guys. Look to all the friends and family for all their support. And until the next one, stay safe and, safe travel. See you at the next one. Oh, no, hang on. Whoa, sorry. No, Dan Lynch with CueballTV. Mate, I cannot speak highly enough of Cueball. I don't know the numbers, but, his production, everything that he does, it's just phenomenal. And obviously, with the Calcutta, you've just seen, little adjustments done. And, Dan, honestly, mate, we can't thank you enough. And, it gives people at home or around the world or whatever, to tune in to see Paul. So, mate, honestly, thanks, Dan, legend. And, until the next one, safe travels.
No worries. All right, I just wanted to thank Commercial Club for their sponsorship, Dan, all the guys that put all the work in, Bobby Joe, Scott, Rob, Sonia, Sarah, great with all the juniors, all the work they put in, all this voluntary work throughout the year. Well done, guys, and the players appreciate all your work and help.
Get up with your trophies. Gus, need a photo of your trophies, please.
Better go back. Kira, can the boys have his cut? We've got to go back and get the new trailer.